Hey, what's up, you guys? Just wanted to come on here and just share a little something, something with you guys. I've been in music ministry since I was 13 years old, and I'm 31 now, and there's quite a bit of information that I acquired over the years that I want to share with you. You know, musicians my age and some who are a little younger, you know, and I pray that this would help you and inspire you as well. And so for me, when I was growing up as a musician, um, one of the greatest lessons that I learned is to be sensitive to the Holy Spirit and allow the Holy Spirit to have free flow, allowing the Holy Spirit to have His way, you know. And so when it comes to praise breaks, these days I've noticed that there are a lot of loop tracks starting off praise breaks. And for me, I honestly have a concern about it because I believe in the importance of allowing the Holy Spirit to have His way. Meaning that when the Holy Spirit takes charge, when the power of God is in the room, and then somebody breaks out in the aisle and starts dancing, that's when you start playing, you know. And so I believe in the importance of being sensitive to the Spirit, you know. And so for us as musicians, sensitivity is key, you know. And so when the presence of God is so thick and so strong, and you just can't contain it, when you just break out in the aisle and just start dancing, that's when we start playing, you know. And so sensitivity is key, you know. And so we definitely need to, be sensitive, make sure that our ears are in tune with the Spirit of God, you know. And so for me, when I was growing up, we didn't have any loop tracks. And we didn't have that, 5, 6, 7, 8, countdown, No, we didn't have that. We didn't have anyone counting off, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then boom, start playing. No, no. When somebody breaks out in the aisle and starts dancing, when somebody is feeling the Spirit of God move inside of them and they break out in the aisle and start dancing, that's when we start playing. And whatever key that you're in that moment, whatever key I'm in that moment, that's the key I play in, And so that's the thing, And so when it comes to moments like that, when it comes to moments where the Spirit of God is in the room and you can feel it, you can sense it, you know, and just allowing the Holy Spirit to just take control and just run the show, so to speak, you know, just allowing the Holy Spirit to just take control, it's so important for us to be sensitive, for us to be in tune, to have our ears in tune with what the Spirit is saying, you know, and so I believe that's important, you know, and so and so people come to the sanctuary on Sunday morning to get their release, whatever it is that they're going through, whatever it is that they've been dealing with in their lives, because there's a plethora of situations that each and every one of us go through, and so when somebody, when somebody enters into the sanctuary on Sunday morning, and they just want to release, they just want to be free of strongholds, whatever it is that's keeping them bound, whatever it is that's keeping them, that's hindering them from moving on to what God has in store for them, in terms of the blessing, that God is preparing them for, And so people come to the sanctuary, people gather on Sunday morning, not just to hear a good word, but to also get their release, and so for us as musicians, as ministers of music, you know, we definitely need to be, sensitive and, in making sure that we're doing our part, in making sure that the people, can be able to experience God. Because for us, we're pretty much just setting the table, for the presence of God to just enter into the room and do what He does, whether it's healing, deliverance, whether it's, loosening the chains, breaking the chains, you know, and just, and just performing the miraculous, And so for us as musicians, as minstrels, we really need to be sensitive to what the Spirit is saying, you know. And so again, people come to church for different reasons, and they really, it's important for us to really, be sensitive. I just can't stress it enough, the word sensitivity, you know. And so it's important for us to really, be in tune with, with the Holy Spirit, you know, and just allowing the Holy Spirit to just run things, And so one of the things I learned is that when we let go and just let God have his way, then we pretty much have nothing to worry about because everything will fall in line. If we just let go of ourselves, if we let go of protocol, if we let go of, you know, of schedules and things like that, if we can just let go of ourselves, and just allow the Holy Spirit to have his way, then everything is going to work out. Everything is going to come together, you know. And so it's important for us as ministers of music, as musicians, to really be sensitive to the Holy Spirit, you know, and to be able to accommodate those who come to get their breakthrough, those who come to get their release, to pretty much, back up those who really, want that release, really want to be free from strongholds, really want to be free from the chains, And so it's important for us as musicians to always, to always bear that in mind that, people come to church to get their release, to get their breakthrough, to get, to be free, to be delivered, to be healed, And so we really need to be sensitive to the Spirit, you know. And so that's pretty much what I wanted to share, just sensitivity, in the Spirit. And, you don't need a loop track to kick things off, when it comes to praise breaks. Just play, when you see someone dancing, when you see someone break out in the aisle and start dancing, boom, start playing, And so don't worry about count offs and things like that. Don't worry about the loop track. No, just play, you know. If you're a drummer, if you have great timing, you know, just start playing, and whatever key you're in, keyboardist, organist, whatever key you're in at that moment, just play in that key, And so again, sensitivity is key, And so if we just let go of ourselves and let the Holy Spirit just have his way, we have nothing to worry about because everything will come together, And so that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you, Again, even though I'm still young, I'm 31, like I mentioned earlier, you know, but these are pieces of information that I've acquired, growing up, and, just coming up as a musician, learning from my mistakes and all that stuff, and just striving to, to be better, in my ability and being better in, and just making sure that, God is, at the forefront, that God is the center of attention, you know, and just being sensitive to the Spirit, and so and so this information I'm sharing with you is just pretty much out of my experience, and so I want to share this information with upcoming, ministers of music, those who are in training to become ministers of music, those who are, new ministers of music, and so this is just information I wanted to share with you guys, and again, I feel, that we're all in this together, and so we really need to, strengthen each other, and I just want my brothers and sisters to be strengthened, you know, and so we're all in this together. We got, what we have is this assignment that God has given us, you know. Again, for me, I have to say, um, I'm just so grateful to God, for how, He has allowed me to do what I do. He could have chosen anybody else because there are so many people who are like 10 times better than me, you know. And so I'm just grateful, and I thank God, every day for just giving me the opportunity, because He could have easily given it to someone else, because there's a lot of great musicians out here, and I'm just grateful, and I just want to do my part. I just want to, make my contribution and just pray that the things I have to offer, what it is I have to share, falls on good soil, you know. And so that's pretty much it. And so may God bless you, may God keep you, and again, let's do it. Let's do it for the kingdom. Let's do it for the glory of God alone. He deserves all glory. He deserves it all. And so definitely. And so you guys take care. Be safe. May God bless you. May God keep you. Peace.